To get premium trading and investing tips, support on Patreon. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another Market Watch video, guys. Today EA has released an SBC immobilier right there. It requires an 83 rated team with an inform and an 84 rated team. I do think this is quite an okayish card. And it's a signal maybe that EA is trying to raise the 83, the 84 rated folder a bit up before Futmas. If you remember, before we got the Icon SBCs, they started bringing a lot of these SBCs, other SBCs that require higher end cards, because they wanted to inflate that specific market before it got inflated even more. And right now, looking at Immobile, we'll see what they'll bring tomorrow. If you see another 83 rated requirement or anything like that, it kind of feels like EA is trying to do that before Futmas starts. But also, guys, what you need to understand is that last year specifically, we had a very much different pattern. If I just go on my profile on Twitter, this is the last year's. I will post more of these. Right now, this is the 84 rated fodder analysis, and the Futmas start was on Friday 13th and it dropped into Monday 16th. But this was due to, first of all, over investing during the Black Friday period. People bought and wanted to offload as soon as possible. This year, I don't think that many people have been investing in the fodder. First of all, because I made even a poll and so many people have put that they're not invested in. Might be just on my account, the followers that I have, I'm not sure, but it might be a starting point to see that some people still don't know where to put the coins. I get a lot of questions even over on Twitch where to put the coins right now. Either way, I don't mean to tell you go and invest in the 83s right now, because I'm still debating if I should sell them or keep them right now as EA keeps rising this fodder. I do think that the Futmas period is the period where there's very low supply and where most likely much of the fodder cards can go up. The problem right now we have is that we don't know what EA is going to do in the first days. These 3 days are gonna be the key. If they bring very good in-demand SBCs that require lower rated cards, the 83, 84, 85 rated fodder, in my opinion, will rise from this value. But what could also happen is that they wouldn't require higher rated informs, higher rated fodder cards into the SBCs at the start. They also might not bring anything with the icons. They might just bring the icon swaps, which is not an SBC based promo. So it wouldn't affect the high-end fodder. And this means that the high-end fodder could potentially have some good investment opportunities. Now, if in the first days they bring out the 83, 84, 85 rated fodder, you guys need to look at the 86, the 87, the 88, and the 89s. I do think these cards can drop 3 to 4K lower. Most of these, like the 87s, 88s, the 89s, can touch 40K again. And as we are expecting more Icon SBCs to drop on the market as the time goes by, and there's like the Futmas promo has loads of these SBCs dropping towards the end of it. So towards the end of the Futmas period, you should be expecting most of the cards to rise in value around 24th of December. So basically, they will rise anyways. It's just the case that if in the first 3 days they don't bring higher rated requirements, you can look at this market and you can invest in my opinion, and you're looking at an okay margin of profit. Now, the second thing is, right now EA is playing tricks probably with us, and they're releasing all of these 83 rated requirements, like with Immobile or anything like that. If tomorrow there's another SBC requires 83s or anything like that, I would say that if on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we don't get any of the in-demand lower rated SBC requirements, I would say that you can look at the 82 and the 83 rated market if it goes slightly lower. I hold a lot of the 83s who are already up nicely. For example, I bought someone like Marcelo at 2K. Right now he's at 2.6. Cancelo was 2.8 this morning. I bought it at 2K. There's a lot of these 83s on specific positions that I went in and I'm debating to sell or not. The thing is that I know that there's going to be a segment of market during Futmas period that is going to go down. I could keep shooting myself in the foot right now if I would be selling the 83s, but the situation is that there's chance that any of the specific fodder value goes down during the first 3 days, as we're seeing it right here in this graph. And by the way, make sure to follow me on Twitter, because I'll post more of these after this video is posted. I'm gonna post the 85 also analysis, and I'm gonna also post the analysis from FIFA 19. It took a long time to make, so if you just retweet it, it will mean the world, guys. It means that they're supporting you guys like this sort of content that I'm bringing out, and it also kind of helps you trade with the fodder, because the fodder right now will be the most important part of the full Futmas period. Guys, I also am looking at the current team of the week, and I say, like, some of them are very inflated. Like, if you want to take the profits, we bought cards for mad cheap values. For example, we bought Hummels at 30k, and right now, if we look at the 88, 87 inform fodder, he's 45k. I bought a lot of Muller and Silva at 24k. I even showed it earlier on stream. Right now, it would take me too long to go back in the game and show you guys as well. If you are not in the streams every Monday to Friday at 5:30 p.m. UK time, guys, make sure to do that. We're looking through the market. We're trying to make most of these coins and look at these patterns more in depth, more specifically, and see how we can go through it. Another thing is, I'm gonna stream the weekend league this weekend. I would really much appreciate it if you're good at this game to come and watch me, guys, because I need some help. I need some gameplay tips and all that. I've been getting the 19 wins for 5th week in a row. 5th week in a row, 19 wins. I just can't get to go 1. Someone needs to help me, because this needs to stop. Either way, fellas, the fodder, if you want to sell it, because if they don't, like, they could screw and make the curveball here, the EA. They usually do that. They could require the FUT Champions cards in the Futmas as Futmas requirements. If they do that, the fodder won't have as much demand, the inform fodder, of course. If they don't do that, I feel like it will continue rising. Either way, I do think at the bottom line, if you hold these cards until 24th of December, is where they should reach their peak. And towards the end of December as well, I think EA could bring most of in-demand stuff, like in the past years that they do the tradable team of the week SBC and all of those sort of SBCs that will bring the lower end fodder even higher, because after Futmas they drop a bit. People think, okay, it's over now, I'm gonna offload, there's no Futmas, there's no demand, SBCs are out. But 3 days later, boom, they bring out an inform SBC team of the week, tradable, non-tradable, all of that stuff, and you make again profit. So this is why we're gonna go through it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. We're gonna go through all of these patterns. And also, the last thing that I wanted to tell you guys is I made this in the Discord. I might even share it with you guys if there's interest. Let me know. But basically what it is, it's all Common Ball and I mean Libertadores and Sudamericana cards, which I suggest to buy one of each at 150 coins of value. And why that is because I do think that these cards at some point are going to be either needed gameplay wise in an objective or something, and they could go up, or they're going to be needed in some specific SBCs. Last year, I specifically remember some of these were lowest at 400 coins. So if you buy a lot of these, one of each, and store them one of each in your club, you'll potentially be storing value for future. Whenever they go up, sometimes some rise even to 2 to 3k to 5k values when they are hyped up and needed on specific position in the SBCs, and you can make a lot of ROI on these guys as soon as that happens. So it is always wise when they're low to stock up your club, one of each. This is the Excel sheet that I might share with you guys and just post, like when you buy one, you just press X and it colors up. So it's more, you guys can see basically whenever you buy someone, who you bought, who you got stored in your club, and you just buy one of each and keep track of that. Also, guys, during the icon swaps, which we might expect this Friday, there was a requirement of UCL cards. I built myself a UCL team. But if you want, like, if you go into any fodder cards, you might want to focus if you can get at the same value. The UCL cards is better than the gold cards because they're rarer, and if they're requested in for example an objective or anything like that, they're gonna go up, and they were already requested. If you remember, they are 5 to 10k higher than their normal card. All of these, like Alexandro, Sterling, all of these cards that are more in demand, they were way higher just because they were needed in an objective with 8 UCL cards or 6 UCL cards, which was going on, I do believe, 2 to 3 weeks ago. I don't recall that exactly, but remember, stock every fodder up if you can an UCL card, because the fodder will go up either way, even if it goes a bit lower and fluctuates during a Futmas period. But if that objective comes, and if it comes with foot swaps, you're gonna make a lot of coins. Guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Tomorrow, stream again, 5:30 p.m. UK time. See you there.